Bao Anku Neferabet, beautiful living souls. Welcome to the first teaching of our New Moon series, Kemetic Soul Sciences, the foundation of Ba Mesnu Temple. In this opening teaching I will share why this series exists, how each teaching is built, what Kemetic Soul Sciences means, and who and what Ba Mesnu Temple is, including our mission and our vision. We begin in peace and in remembrance. This series carries one purpose: to define Kemetic Soul Sciences, and to set it as the ground upon which all of our teachings stand. Each new moon brings a single teaching, open to initiates and to the wider public alike. My aim is to prepare you with a clear and honest understanding before the deeper curriculum begins. Every teaching follows one shape so the rhythm becomes familiar. I open with a greeting in Medunetta and a single clear aim. I hold the teaching in three visible layers of evidence. I carry African-centered scholars, beside the attested sources of Kemet. I close with a reflection or breath, and a short expert gap review. Our method is Tephest, the Kemetic principle of accurate reckoning by the correct method. I hold three layers apart in every teaching. Attested history is what the sources and the record confirm. Reasonable interpretation is what sound scholarship can support. Temple doctrine is what we teach as spiritual interpretation and applied practice. This is itself an African method drawn from Kemet. Across the new moons we walk 12 teachings, beginning with the definition, then returning Kemet to Africa, then the method of Tephest. From there we study the components of the soul, its journey, the Neteru as faculties within us, the integrated sciences, the technology of the spirit, sacred architecture, the path of initiation, the bridge to the mind sciences, and finally the Ba Mesnu blueprint. Kemetic Soul Sciences is the ordered and integrated body of knowledge, drawn from the funerary and wisdom literature of Kemet, and from its achievements in measure, mathematics, astronomy, and sacred architecture. It concerns the composition of the human soul, the journey that soul undertakes through death and within life, and the disciplined means by which the soul is restored to wholeness. Professor Kaba Hiawatha Kamini gives us the heart of it, that spirituality is unseen science and science is seen spirituality. We hold the soul science in three layers. The attested foundation is the soul's faculties and journey named in the funerary literature, with the documented sciences of Kemet. The reasonable bridge is the themes of coming forth by day and the ark among the living, and the canon of proportion. The temple's construction is the unifying science, the Neteru as inner faculties, and the Ba Mesnu blueprint, held openly as our own building upon a tested seed. Two words in the name carry weight. Science here means scientia, ordered sacred knowledge held with discipline, reaching toward measurement that will, in time, test the methodology of the temple. Technology means an ordered system of tools and practices, the ankh, the symbols and the breath, by which the soul is worked upon and gathered toward wholeness. The name of our temple is Ba Mesnu, the soul sojourner. Ba is the mobile soul that journeys between realms. Mesnu speaks of that which is brought forth through new, the primordial waters of becoming. Together the name means the soul that is born to journey through the waters of becoming. Each initiate becomes the living question, who was I before forgetting, and the living answer, I am the breath that remembers. Ba Mesnu Temple is a sacred temple of remembrance, alignment, and soul reclamation, a field of return for the journeying soul. Rather than imposing belief, it reintroduces you to the divine structure of your own soul. It is a sacred initiative of Soul Sojourner Wisdom Teachings, a non-profit organization, rooted in the Osirian mystery of dismemberment and reconstitution. Our mission rests on three movements. We restore the soul's internal coherence, so that divine function may be lived as a daily reality. We remember, gathering again what was scattered through fear, inheritance, displacement, or survival, in the pattern of Oset gathering the scattered Ausa. And we breathe, making breath the first technology of return that feeds and steadies the Ba and recalls it into presence. Ba Mesnu Temple offers a sacred space of remembrance, where each person is gently welcomed back to their own soul, and invited to stand in the truth of their own name. It is held with care, order, and reverence, and it remains free of any borrowed vision laid upon the spirit. The temple keeps the form of a house of remembrance, and sets aside the form of a religion, honoring the Neteru as living faculties within the human being and leaving belief and destiny in the hands of the soul itself. Kemetic Soul Sciences grounds this space, giving wise boundaries and opening the knowledge of what may be remembered, gathered, and restored. The soul's first work is to remember, and what it remembers awakens its calling and gathers what was scattered, so that each person rises into the living arc, the luminous and effective spirit realized in this life. As with every teaching, I close with an expert gap review. From the history of religions, the gathering of soul knowledge into one named science is a modern synthesis upon attested paths, a moderate challenge. From Egyptology, the African origin of Kemet is well supported, while modern racial and genetic questions remain the live frontier, so the challenge to the origin is low. On soul standing, Shwala, Ashby, Kamini, and Bynum speak from the Kemetic and African-centered traditions rather than peer-reviewed Egyptology, a moderate matter handled by our tier discipline. We close where we began, in the living question and the living answer. Who was I before forgetting? I am the breath that remembers. In our next new moon teaching, we return Kemet to Africa, the ground beneath the science, with Diop, Abenga, and Kamini as our guides. Until then, breathe gently. Mhotep.